How is it going? Chris Jenkins, credentialed member of the media, covering the Carolina Panthers for Charlotte Vibe. Happy Monday, happy Monday, happy Monday. So I'm gonna roll into this video tonight. It's good to see everybody. I have not been on for a week. I skipped 1 week. Happy to be back today. And just want to give you a little heads up about what to expect for today's video. Just going to cover some topics because I always want to make sure that I'm getting you all news and information as it comes. And, with missing last week, I just want to first make sure that we go over those points. So it'll be just a kind of casual conversation and, want to get back reacquainted with everybody because I did miss that week. It seems like forever. And then certainly some questions that you all have. We'll touch on some of those, but honestly, we'll probably dig deeper into things in the upcoming weeks. But let me go ahead and, as always, start out with some thank yous for those of you that are signing in right now. Ali Broderick, which is always one of our first people on. Michael James, appreciate you. Ice Up Sunny. What's up, y'all? Good to see you. So, Carolina Panthers have long been out the playoff race. We now have our Super Bowl opponents set. Be the Cincinnati Bengals versus the Los Angeles Rams. Show of hands who thought that you'd see that combination now. I was rooting for LA, and I really, really thought that Kansas City would win. So I'm certainly shocked that Joe Burrow and Cincinnati have made it to the playoffs. Just this guy's second year, but you know what? That tells you how powerful having a good franchise quarterback is and just how important it is that the Carolina Panthers need to get one. But we're not going to beat that horse right now. So what do you do during the offseason? So, excuse me. So got a lineup of things that we're going to go through today. So first off is where have I been? Because I missed a week without notice. And you heard that cough. I was sick with the very ever popular virus that has been going around. So I wasn't sure that I was going to be able to do the show today, but I did start feeling a lot better yesterday. So I figured I'd come on and at least get you an up-to-date to say, hey, your boy is not leaving you. I will still continue to bring you news as it breaks the entire offseason. There will be no hiatuses. So the sickness was the reason for the week out, and I'm back. So there's your update on where I was. And then let's go ahead and address one other thing that I have been meaning to address with everybody. And as Ali talked about at the very beginning, said, hey, what's up, Chris and the lovely Lauren? So the deal with Lauren is she was with Charlotte Vibe for a year. So she did her year, which is now over. And so she won't be back full time, but she really did enjoy her stay with Charlotte Vibe. I enjoyed it. I know you guys enjoyed her. So you can look for Lauren to come back here and there in the future. But again, Lauren had a one season offer with Charlotte Vibe, which she did. And so now she has moved on to other things, but she will continue to join us as often as she can. All right. So there's your update on Lauren. All right. So let's get into what was listed as the title of this video. Carolina Panthers have been making some adjustments as they prepare for the 2022 season. First one that we did was Ben McAdoo. He was the first chip to fall and getting us a new offensive coordinator. So that is in place. Let me see if I have graphics for everything. I don't know if I did get all my graphics up and going. Yeah, I did not. So offensive coordinator Ben McAdoo has been hired. Let's go through some of these changes since I last spoke with you guys. We now have a new offensive line coach, and not surprised we're going to be looking for a new offensive line coach because our offensive line struggled and just looked completely awful at times. So that person that we hired, I did not write his name down. Come on, Chris. See what happens when you miss a week? You forget to write down all the information. But let me quickly find this name. All right, so our offensive line coach is James Campen. I don't know if I'm saying his name right. James Campen is our new offensive line coach. He comes to us from the Houston Texans. Typically when you have a guy, for me anyway, when he comes from a team that hasn't done too well, it's like, I don't know how much that excites me. But he recently came from the Texans, but before going to the Texans to be an offensive line coach there. Then he spent 15 years with the Packers. So he was with the Green Bay Packers from 2004 to 2018. Other hires that we made, we released, oh man, his face is right in my head. I want to say his name. Our special teams coordinator, Chase Blackburn, who previously played for the Carolina Panthers, came on to the Ron Rivera coaching staff, was able to make it through a couple years with Coach Rule before he was released. And we have found our new special teams coordinator, and that is Chris Tabor. Hopefully I'm saying that name right, Tabor. He is our new special teams coach, and he was formerly with the Chicago Bears. And with the Chicago Bears, he had a pretty good record with them in terms of his special teams performance. There's some guy, I forget who it is, that ranks the special teams each year in the NFL, and he has the Chicago Bears ranked in the top 10 for the past 2 years. So Chris Tabor is our special teams coach that is now part of the Carolina Panthers organization. We also had some other kind of what they call upstairs front office type moves with the Carolina Panthers. This one was announced a couple days ago, and that was promoting Samir Suleiman. Hopefully I said his name correct, Samir Suleiman. Before you guys get on me, they don't give me phonetics on how to say all these things, but I'll do the best that I can. He was promoted to a newly created position from Coach Fitterer, and that position is Vice President of Football Administration. And what that position does is gives him some expanded role in the budgeting and finance operations with the with the organization, I should say. And this guy had mentions of, hey, he's a possible GM kind of guy. Didn't get that kind of promotion with the Carolina Panthers, but because of his role with talking to players and doing contract negotiations in his past, they feel like he can also help them with player evaluation as we go to continue to get this team turned around, and not just turned around for a season, but turned around for a cultural shift. So he'll also assist with that in terms of the player evaluations. All right. See some comments that have come through. I am Tabor. Appreciate it with the update there. And again, I didn't make all of my images for you guys today, so I apologize. Actually, I did this one, Chris Tabor, special teams coach. All right, so I did make some more. How about this one for good news? So first, it was just Brian Burns, our lone Pro Bowl announcement for the Carolina Panthers at defensive end, but he has been joined by Gilmore. Stephon Gilmore has made it to his 5th Pro Bowl, thanks to Jalen Ramsey and the LA Rams making it to the Super Bowl. That left a spot open. So Stephon Gilmore will be taking the trip this week out to Las Vegas, Nevada, along with Brian Burns. So that means that the Carolina Panthers will have 2 people that are represented on the defensive side for the Carolina Panthers. And then they have the awards show, Walter Payton Man of the Year. DJ Moore is our candidate for that. I'm not sure where exactly he fell within those rankings for the Walter Payton Man of the Year, but I know he made it as far as being our representative for that. And then just now to some miscellaneous news. Sean Payton steps down from his head coaching position at the New Orleans Saints. And, the Saints have owned the Carolina Panthers for a number of years. So whether or not that's going to help us much, I'm not going to get excited about it helping us, because we have been our worst nemesis. We have been our biggest hindrance is our own self, our coaching and our decision making. So it doesn't give me cartwheels, but it could potentially help us out a little bit in the first year as Coach Rule continues to rebuild his staff and hopefully turn this Carolina Panthers team back to a winning franchise. I forget how long Sean Payton coached for the New Orleans Saints, but it was a very, very long. I want to say somewhere near about 15 years that Sean Payton was coaching there. And then one other last headline from the NFC South news to bring to you, drum roll, that you probably already know about, but I still want to tell you. Tom Brady is going to be retiring for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers after falling last weekend. And so Tom, when he went to the NFC South, the Buccaneers beat us 4-0. Pretty decidedly each time, but Again, I say just like Sean Payton has owned us, really, who has not? Who has not owned the Carolina Panthers in these past couple of years when we have been losing so many games? But anyway, that gets you up to date with the latest moves with the Carolina Panthers. Coaching changes gets us up to date with some things going on in NFC South. And again, getting you up to date with me, myself. I missed a week due to having the virus, but I'm back. So you can expect to have some continued coverage. And again, a reminder that Lauren has fulfilled her 1 year that she's doing Charlotte Vibe, but she will certainly come back and make some guest appearances as she can. All right. Lots of stuff that will continue to be going on. Look for some more videos to be coming out. I will definitely promise you that I will be continuing to deep dive into things. We had a lot of interviews that I was doing with people that I'm sure you got used to and loved. I got used to and loved them as well. Those interviews will be coming back. I'll be having a guest on the show upcoming pretty soon, because what's next, right? We didn't make it to the playoffs. We're not in the Super Bowl. So the draft is the next thing to give us some hope for the future. I am admittedly not the best draft guy because I don't watch a lot of college football, but I will be bringing some guys that are very familiar with college onto the show so you guys can see what just may be happening with the Carolina Panthers in this upcoming draft. I know the Senior Bowl is this week. Lots of scouts will be down there for the Carolina Panthers trying to see what kind of talent is coming out that they can get some eyes on and make some good decisions about the future, right? So that, my friends, gets you up to date. Let me scroll back up and go through a few of these questions that I may have missed. What do you do during the off season, Chris? Well, I continue to cover the Carolina Panthers. So I don't have, the biggest thing that I try to do is spend some time with family, because during the season, there's some long hours, there's some long days, there's some traveling. So for me, my biggest focus during the off season is still covering the Carolina Panthers. I still have things that I'm going to be improving on, new features, new services, new videos that I'm going to be bringing to y'all. And it takes a lot of prep work to get that lined up. So I'll be working on that. But honestly, I'm going to be studying a lot of film this off season because I want to get better at analyzing some different parts of the game so I can continue to bring you all some different analysis about the game and what I see. So not really a big off season for me this year, but again, if I'll say the biggest thing, I'm going to be trying to spend some time with family that I have not been able to do since about August of last year. Appreciate the question, Ali. Marcus Barnes, Chris, put in the work. And I got a little bit of a pandemic haircut due to my situation that I just went through. So please be forgiven on the haircut, but I tried to tidy it up as best I could. Look, my shirt ain't even perfect there, so I can come on with you guys tonight. Matt knows something. What's going on? Good to see you, Matt. Locks, Maine, the if season. Let's see here. What else we got? The chat don't know none, y'all. Yeah, appreciate you. Hoping that I'm feeling better. I am doing better, so appreciate it, Matt. Negative. It was not. It was the other one. It got me, man. It finally got me. And then some comments talking about the draft coming up. And again, I will definitely have a draft show coming for you guys that I think that you would enjoy. What's up, Shawnee Johnson? Hello. Tyree Ross. Again, I hadn't seen you guys in a couple of weeks. I've missed it. Definitely was recovering from being sick, but I definitely missed it. Let's see. Do you think we'll get one of these guys? Russ Wilson, Aaron Rodgers, Deshaun Watson, or Derek Carr? Nope, I don't think that we get any of those guys, but we'll wait and see. Trill One, what's up? The Saints have 4 years to play catch up. They're only 2 games ahead in the series. Shawnee Johnson, you missed me. I appreciate it. I miss you all very much as well. Ice Up Sunny said, have you heard anything about the alternative helmets? Nope. I have not heard anything about the alternative helmets. So if I do, I'll be sure to let you know. Paul Mancini saying free agency comes first in mid-March, then the draft in late April. That is correct. Will we have alternate? Locks, what's up? No, Lawrence, are you jumping out? Come on, man. I know you just kidding. You gonna be here. You're a good person. You gonna be here. All right. Anthony Rochelle saying what's up. Locks Mason, I don't get Twitter. Ice up Sunny. All right, so that's, again, just a quick show. Let you know where I've been, let you know about some changes that have been taking place here at Charlotte Vibe, and letting you know what to expect. So please continue to stay subscribed, all right? Continue to turn on those bell notifications, and let me know what you guys want to know, because I'm going to be working for you the entire off season, all right? Thank you so much for tuning in with me this Monday night, and I'll see you again shortly, all right? Chris Jenkins reporting for Charlotte Vibe.